Hey guys, and welcome to my second annual Personal Year-End Awards. My name is WW Dadman, but you already know that. And we're gonna start off the show with the category most people will probably click this video for, Game of the Year, and that's, as always, in a top 5 ranking.
5.
Place number 5, of course, a game that I always have in my personal top 5 of each year, and that's this year's Ski Challenge 15. As always, it's just the best frickin' ski simulation out there, and it definitely deserves to be in my top 5, as I let's play it every year, I have fun playing it every year, and even if they don't change much, it's fun every year, so yeah, so there's that.
4.
Place number 4 is Paranautical Activity, the full release that released this year. I shouldn't say released that much, but yeah. Unfortunately, there's been some controversy around Paranautical Activity after its release, but that does not change the fact that it's an awesome game and that it is a lot of fun to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it deserves the place in my personal top 5 of this year.
Boss fight. Because a boss fight without a power-up is kinda... Final boss without a power-up is kinda hard.
3.
Place number 3 is Murder Soul Suspect, a game that I let's played on the PS4. That was actually the first PS4 game that I fully played through, and it's a really amazing game. I don't know. There's a lot of criticism going around that the game was stalled, that the game was not original, or that the game wasn't good. I mean, hello? Story-wise, this is pretty much one of the more original games that I've played in my time, and I've definitely not seen anything like that ever before. I think it's a really well done game. The only thing that was a little bit annoying maybe was the demons that you had to fight. They went a little bit overboard on the use of those towards the end of the game, but all in all, this was a really great game, and it well deserves the 3rd place on my list.
I hate demons!
2.
Place number 2. This one actually partially came out last year, but most of it released this year, so I think I'm fine using it in my list here. The Wolf Among Us. This is probably one of the most amazing games in the last few years, and I'm not saying that lightly. I played through it multiple times. I played through it once on stream to get the like bad ending, because I wanted to be an asshole for once. I played through it, of course, on the Let's Play, and it's just a really well done, fun game, and I love Telltale for making it. And I really hope that they're gonna make a 2nd season, because that's definitely something I'm gonna enjoy playing again.
Down! And down! Out of the way! Out of the way!
1.
And of course, number 1, what other should it be than The Binding of Isaac Rebirth? This was definitely my most anticipated game of the year, and I can totally say without a doubt that it's the best game that came out this year. Generally, 2014 was a little bit of a weak year for gaming, but this makes up for it like multiple times over. This game has a replayability that no other game could ever even try to compete with. At least not in the single player sector. I see how there's probably a bunch of multiplayer games that have replayability of multiple thousands of hours too. And if I'm completely honest here, KSP also does, but but that's not officially released yet, that's still in beta. This is an officially released game. Therefore, this is probably at the moment the only single player game out there that is actually fully released, that has a replay value that is completely out of this world. If you're not familiar with The Binding of Isaac, then you've probably been living under a rock for the last couple of years, and you definitely should check out the Let's Play on my channel of this and of its predecessor, which I did as a series called Sunday Night Isaac.
Bunch of pills. Wow, so many pills. Do I know any of these? I can see forever. I'm gonna use that. Don't know. Explosive diarrhea. Tears up.
So yeah, so much for my top 5. I'm gonna do a little bit of an honorary mentions kind of part here. Stuff that didn't make the list, stuff that's still in early access and that I do not want to put on a list where I put the top games of the year, because those aren't actually released yet. Those are still in alpha or beta. And yeah, first of all, stuff that didn't make the list was Surgeon Simulator Anniversary Edition, which was for the PS4 a completely new made game, but for the PC Steam version only like DLC for Surgeon Simulator 2013. But they made it really well. They ported the new surgeries from the mobile version of Surgeon Simulator, and well, apart from making me rage quit on the PS4, it's probably one of the most fun rage games I've ever played. So yeah, there's that honorary mention. Also, we've got Our Darker Purpose, which came out this year and didn't make the list. It's definitely not. I mean, it's from a gameplay standpoint, it's pretty much like The Binding of Isaac. It's a very similar gameplay style, but mixed in with a few little other details that would remind you more of games like Rogue Legacy, for instance. But it just doesn't have the replay value of Isaac. I mean, I've played like 35 hours of ODP. That's one of the higher amounts of hours I've put into a game. And I've just gotten bored, because ODP has one problem compared to Isaac. You don't ever get any really powerful runs. You don't get powerful runs at all. The game is 100 times harder with 100 times less useful items. That's like that loses out on replay value a lot for me. But yeah, nonetheless, one of the better games that came out this year. Again, an indie game, but there's not really much in the AAA sector this year that was really good. Another game I want to mention here that I can't even play because I lack the console is Sunset Overdrive, which is hilarious. I just never got to play it, unfortunately, since I don't have an Xbox One. But from what I've seen, I've watched Biznap stream it, I've watched some people play it on YouTube. It's a really, really, really fun game, and it has a lot of very self-referential jokes and stuff like that. It's probably one of the funniest games I've ever seen. And yeah, that's why that's in the honorary mentions. Then we've got Goat Simulator, which is the most broken physics-based game I've ever seen, and that's actually intended to be that way. So yeah, just watch a few cut out like best of parts here.
Whoa! Hey! You. What?
Yeah. Then we've got on early access this year, Visceral Cleanup Detail. A essentially cleanup simulator where you are a space janitor and clean up completely littered space stations that were attacked by aliens and stuff like that. So you need to clean up body parts, blood pebbles, stuff lying around. Yeah, stuff like that. The thing is, this sounds dull, but it's actually incredibly fun. I absolutely don't know how a game that is based around cleaning up can be that much fun. But if you look at the time I've spent playing this, that pretty much tells you everything you need to know. I've also decided to make the early access games that I play and play whenever an update comes out into an own category this year. Pretty recently actually. The category is called Keep an Eye On, and I actually copied that from a German YouTuber called Mr. Flag. But yeah, that's pretty much just early access titles that I play whenever an update comes out. Up till now, we've got Visceral Cleanup Detail and I Am Bread in there. Another one of the early access titles that definitely deserves a spot here. But yeah, that's pretty recent, so I'm not gonna even put like a lot of footage back there. And then of course we've got the major updates to Kerbal Space Program that came out this year. First, of course, was the update 0.24. 0.24 added contracts and was appropriately titled First Contract. And pretty much our career mode is still on that as of the recording of this video, since I did not get to update to 0.25 because of some mod compatibility issues that I didn't want to go around. And yeah, generally I just don't like migrating a save that's heavily modded, or at least a little bit modded. It's not that heavily modded, but it's pretty neatly modded, and I don't want to migrate a modded install. That's all. Then of course 0.25 came out, which added new spaceplane parts and stock cargo base and a lot of that good stuff. And then just recently we've got 0.90, the official beta release of KSP, which added a whole bunch of new features, new contracts, upgradable buildings in the career mode, new Mark III spaceplane parts, which we used to make a space shuttle. And yeah, generally one of the greatest updates KSP has ever gotten. And I really look forward to starting that career mode in the near future. Yes, so much about the games of this year, and now we go on to the more personal year-end awards, the more channel-related ones, as in, for instance, the disappointment of the year. The disappointment of the year goes to a game that I actually wanted to put in my top 5 originally. Infamous Second Son. And it's not that the game itself was disappointing, it was a great game, don't get me wrong. But they just completely fucked it over with the boss design. The boss fights are the most repetitive, boring and annoying bullshit I've ever seen in a game. I don't know how they could go and ruin a game that's that good with boss fights that are that bad. I mean, seriously, it's the most repetitive thing ever. You hide behind a fucking cliff so the frickin' boss cannot hit you. You wait for the boss to stop shooting, then you go out, shoot your most powerful attack at him, reload your power, and hide behind that cliff again. And that's for every fucking boss. And that's the reason why I rage quit the game on the penultimate boss fight, because that was pretty much the most awful thing ever. It's not like even they make it harder in any way, they just make it harder by making you hit the boss more often. I mean, from what fucking century is that kind of game design? Yeah, so unfortunately, disappointment of the year, Infamous Second Son. I'm going to play Infamous First Light because I'm a PlayStation Plus member and PlayStation Plus members will get First Light for free in January, so you will see that, but I'm going to do it as an Until I Rage. Next category, the Shocker of the Year. Well, that one's an easy one. Got you. Hopefully. Yeah, the jump scare in PT. In the playable teaser for Silent Hills. That was pretty much one of the worst scares I've ever experienced, and that game in general was one of the most scary things I've ever played. That's actually pretty much the only game I noped out of at the end. Like literally. And yeah, if Silent Hills comes out for the PC, I'm definitely gonna play it. If it comes out only for the PS4, like the demo, the playable teaser did, I don't know about that yet, but I'm probably gonna try it. I've seen some gameplay of PT. You can actually play through that thing entirely. There's some puzzles in there I would not ever have any clue how to do. So yeah, if the full game's gonna be like that, we're gonna be in for a pretty long time of playing that, trying to solve puzzles. Yeah. Also next year, speaking of next year and speaking of horror, Soma is gonna come out, the new game by the people who made Amnesia, and that's gonna be definitely a Let's Play that I'm gonna do. Let's go on to the next category, Annoying Bug of the Year. Well, I've actually gotten 2 Annoying Bugs of the Year, because I couldn't really decide which one was more annoying. There was one, the wrong warping I got in Amnesia Collapse in Cosmos, Silver Key, which was a custom story that I played earlier this year, and in which I got wrong warped into the Justine DLC because the creator of the custom story managed to use the same name for the map as the Justine DLC had.
So let's keep going. What do we have here? The library upper floor. Didn't the others say library? Is that whole thing a multi-floor library that is Amnesia, Justine stuff?
Also, I got wrong warped to somewhere else after just deleting that Justine TLC map for a couple of minutes there. I don't know, I've seen people play it on YouTube who had no problem whatsoever. I don't know why my game kept on fucking it up, but yeah, apparently I was just not supposed to play it. The second annoying bug of the year was in Kerbal Space Program in episodes 95 to 97, where my Kerbals either became bases or were part of the fucking plane or stuff like that, where you just can't control your Kerbal and it's counted as debris or a base or whatever.
General Kerman is a base. Why? Why is General Kerman a base? The fuck? No. You suck. You suck so much. Genwell, I hate you. There. Hit your head on the ground. He's so debris right now. Yeah, he's debris. Mulrim Kerman just became a part of the ship. Look at that.
And yeah, that was just really annoying because I had to go in and manually edit the save file all the time to make it playable again. That was really, really shitty. But then again, that all happened on Planet Eve, and as we know, Eve is cursed, so not much of a surprise there. As for the funny bug of the year, I didn't get around doing another top 5 ranking for that.
5.
Really? What? What? I think I broke the game.
4.
What the? I think I broke the game. Is that one of Cohen's, like, artistic works, or what the hell is wrong with you?
3.
In the ass. Whoa! Oh! 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 I'm so sorry! Oh, fuck! Oh! Fuck! Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, hey. I am so incredibly sorry. Holy crap. That's not what I wanted to do. I think I broke the game.
2.
All right, my friend.
Okay.
Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells
What
us
the
Lord Regal used to sap the court tickets off
Where the hell are you sitting?
Sokolov lives on Caldwin's Bridge, about half the time, out over the river. The catch is that I'm afraid...
1.
Don't. Thanks for stopping at a red light or something. Holy shit! Bob! Holy fuck! There's gotta be some, like, weird phantom force going on. Holy sh... What the hell, Bob? I broke everything. Why did I break everything? Oh, God! Bob is possessed. Bobby, could you come back to me? Holy shit, don't bite me. Holy fuck, stop it.
Next category would be Rage of the Year. And of course, two very nice rages come to mind there. Number one would be the end of Our Darker Purpose episode 8.
Fuck! 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 Fucking fuck! Shit! Damn God! Shit!
And of course the other one would be the Rage Quit of Rogue Legacy Reset.
Ja, scheiß dich doch an, du blöde Sau! Geh scheißen mit dein Drecksgespül!
Yeah, that one was caused by the remix bosses. I hate those things. But yeah. The Love Flash of the Year goes to Game Dev Tycoon and this little piece.
No, we're gonna call it Brutal Wombat. just imagine it for a minute and you're gonna laugh too.
Brutal Wombat. The Wait What moment of the year. That goes to Kerbal Space Program episode 47, where this happened.
What? Okay. Wings are obviously not made for the planet Eve.
I mean, seriously, I didn't have FAR installed. Why the fuck did a wing fall off mid-flight? On that note, I'm gonna say this is it for this year's year-end awards. I definitely look forward to next year's releases in gaming, because this year was more like the year of look at what we have for you next year. And next year we're gonna get probably a consumer version for the Oculus Rift. We're gonna get No Man's Sky, we're gonna get Soma, we're gonna get probably a DLC for Isaac Rebirth. We're gonna get a lot of stuff. And I definitely look forward to that, and I hope you do too. And I will see you in the next video of whatever I make. Till then, my name is WW Deadman, and I'm out of here. Bye.